innovate and grow. And that brings us to our conversation this morning on Business Morning. We are discussing the topic navigating your business in Nigeria's current economic situations. Yes, but before we go deeper into the conversation, I would like to inform you that we'll be having a calling guest. Yes, a business coach who will be giving us more information and more things about navigating your business, more tips, I would say, about navigating your business in the current economic situation. So, if you're just joining us, this is the Business Morning on Baramatu Voice TV. Let's quickly go to the comment section and read out comments. Please do well to drop your business name, your location, number, what you do. We would like to give you a proper shout out. And if it is your first time of joining us on the Business Morning Show, do well to say so. So we welcome you the Baramatu Voice way. Yes, the Business Morning way. Eric Jacob is saying good morning. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Nena Uwa is saying good morning. Good morning to you. Olugbade Bosse Esther is saying good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Francis Raji is saying good morning. Good morning to you. Do you have more comments?
I have hello Michael saying good morning. Good morning, hello. How are you doing?
Okay, please, it is important for you to join this conversation this beautiful morning, Monday morning, the Business Morning Show. Yes, we would like to know where you're joining us from. Are you joining us from Australia? Are you joining us from the north, from the east, from the west, from the north, from the south? We would like to know, so we welcome you especially because you mean a whole lot to us. This is the Business Morning. Please drop your comments in the comment section. Yes, so while you do that, it will also interest you to know that the Baramatu Voice TV is open to partnership and sponsorship opportunities with organizations, brands, and institutions that shape our vision of empowering entrepreneurs and promoting business growth in Nigeria. Now, if your organization would like to partner with us, the Baramatu Voice brand, please reach out to us, yes, because we have a vibrant audience of entrepreneurs and professionals who will be glad to work with you. Kindly reach out to Baramatu Voice for partnership and inquiries. Today's topic is actually an amazing one because we have a business coach who will be diversifying this topic bit by bit for you to understand exactly how you can navigate your business in Nigeria's current situations, economic situation. Please drop your comment. Would like to read them out. Tell us what you do in the comment section. This is the time for you to carry your business on your head. Yes, so we'll give you the needed visibility. Carry it on your head. Gatspa OTF is saying good morning. Good morning to you. Sunday Stella is saying good morning. Good morning to you. Yes. Do Dibo Ibielate is saying good morning, joining from Bayelsa. Yanagwa, hi Bayelsa this beautiful morning. Where are you? Are you still sleeping at home? Or are you on your way to work? Or you are already at your business, already at your place of work? Would like to know too. Please give us the update. Do you have more comment there, Lizzie?
Yes, I have Olua Sami Luke, Falconla, joining from Ekiti, Ado Ekiti. Thank you for tuning into the Business Morning program this morning. I is Ado Ekiti this morning. I have, Sunday Stella, already mentioned by Agogo. I have Dodibo Ibialita joining from Yanagwa. So that's all.
Okay.
Please, we look forward to your comments on the comment section.
All right. Yes, it's still the Business Morning on Baramatu Voice TV. And we'll be having a guest, a calling guest. Yes, and the person of Dr. Ekemini Udo, CPM. Yes, so just stay tuned. I just have to give you a tip. Yes, he is a business coach, so you make sure you stay tuned to the end of this program so you get to hear from his wealth of wisdom. Now, talking about the Nigeria's current economic situation, one of the biggest realities for businesses today is inflation. The prices of goods and services have increased across many sectors. This means that the cost of production, transportation, and daily operations has gone significantly. But Lizzie, I would like our audience to actually understand the current economic situation of Nigeria, because for you to navigate your business, yes, you have to understand the current economic situation of the country. It is very important for you to know. Now, the gross domestic product in Nigeria currently is at 4.2% in 2026. This is higher than last year. And when we talk about the gross domestic product, which is a GDP growth, it's far higher than what we had last year. But in all of this, inflation is also higher. The gross domestic product is actually what we produce in Nigeria and what is taken out, goods and services. Now, this GDP growth is not even from the oil sector, because over the years we've had the oil sector that has actually been leading. Most people focus more on the oil sector, leaving behind agriculture, leaving behind technology. Leaving behind infrastructures, manufacturing, and retail trade. But it's so interesting right now to know that what is driving the economy right now is not even crude oil, but all other sectors. So if you are in agriculture, you are currently in technology, manufacturing, entertainment, and retail trade, it simply means that you have more edge over others in other sectors. Yes, that is also a good news, in as much as the inflation rate right now is currently at 12.5% in Nigeria, which means that the cost of items last year is 12.5% higher than last year. So it is a problem, but somehow there is a solution, because regardless of this economic situation, businesses are still thriving. So what you know today is how to balance it and how to leverage on the economic situation of the country, because we have over 200 million Nigerians. Yes, now imagine if 1% of 200 million is actually patronizing your business. That means that you still have about 2 million persons actually patronizing your business. So why do small-scale business owners say there is no patronage when people can actually patronize, when you can actually leverage on the economic situation, Lizzie?
See, that's true. Despite the high operational costs, the essence of this platform is not to tell you to fold up. We are not telling you, because business is naturally designed to adapt.
Exactly.
No matter, that's why there is seasons in life. We have rainy season, we have dry season. Will you say because it's rainy season you will not go to work?
No.
So that's how business naturally should be able to adapt no matter the economic situation. So if you tell somebody you are packing up your business now because of the economic situation, the person will just tell you, go and sleep. You don't even know your problem yet.
You're not serious.
So despite the operational costs, there's adaptability is a must. You should find your way around it. You must find your way. Businesses are often forced to increase their price. In economics, we are told that the higher the price, the lesser the demand. But not for a product that is a necessity. There was an exemption to that rule in economics. When they say the higher the demand, the lesser the price, the higher the demand. But there was an exemption. If your product is a necessity, despite the higher in price, there will still be a corresponding higher in demand. So how is your product? How is your product? What are you selling? What are you bringing to the market? And I want to say this, that no matter the economic situation, before our guest comes in, no matter the economic situation, as a business person, there are tips that you must adopt to be able to survive in these trying times. It is trying times. It is affecting our business, not just your business. There's something that business people fail to do, and it is a must. This is a season for financial discipline and cash management.
Thank you.
If your business does not have an accountant, if there is need for an accountant, please get one. Don't run your business like an illiterate. That's where a lot of people get it wrong. They miss their personal income with their business money. Get your records straight. Get an accountant for that business. If your business is a small-scale business, then you have to be accountable yourself. Get records. Get records for your business. This is a time for financial discipline and cash management. Why? The business should be able to operate with a strict budget. Don't jump into anything. Don't just buy things.
You know, random buying,
yes, random
panic buying. You just buy something because you have the money
to buy. That is what has caused many business, even despite the economic hardship, not to survive.
You have
operate
to learn
on
to
a
manage.
strict budget. What is budget? Budget is like a map for your business. It guides the business. It makes you know that you are doing too much. It makes you know that okay, you are under supplying,
exactly.
or you are over supplying. So get a strict budget for your business. And someone will say, what of cases of emergencies?
We are not ruling that emergency fund.
Emergency fund. Build a reserve for emergencies.
You know, disciplined people are actually tagged as stingy.
But
now,
not true. It's
because
prudent.
now
in business,
prudent.
It's prudent.
Now, if you have a budget,
yes,
you've already budgeted for 2026. Okay, this is what I'm spending on food. This is what I'm spending on transportation. This is what I'm spending on charity, because people also give budget for charity. Now, if that budget is exceeded and then someone else comes to you to say, that the great grandmother in the village swallowed the shovel. Oh God, it's your business. I have exceeded the budget for charity, or I've exceeded the budget for education or anything. So you wait. You hear people say, that man, very stingy. When you start working for your money, you will understand
why
that
budget
nobody is actually so stingy. They are only working with the budget.
Yes. It saves you from a lot of financial embarrassment when you work with a budget. Because opening a business today, the same people who call you stingy are still the same people who mock you. Say, see business where it starts 3 months, don't fold up. That's a lie for you. That is like, nobody wants to partner with a failure. Nobody wants to even identify with a failure. If you understand how people will be quick to judge you, then you will be very careful.
And not even strangers, those who have benefited from you.
So operate your business on a strict budget. See, the economy, in as much as we go to church to pray for it to get better, please prepare yourself. It's not going to get better anytime soon.
Tighten your seatbelt.
Tighten it. Prepare for the rainy day.
Now, do you even think that prices of goods will ever come down in Nigeria?
Will it ever come down?
Inflation is almost inevitable, especially when the dollar, the rise and fall of the dollar it's almost impossible for you to keep waiting for things to be far cheaper. You just have to find a way to navigate yourself around the situation.
So when we are talking about navigating in this time, in this financial season where things are seemingly so hard, get a budget. As a business person, work with a budget. Let your staff know that there is a budget. This is it for electrical bills. This is it for this month. And everybody will work with it. There should be uniformity. Every staff, your workers should know that there is a budget. It will prevent some unnecessary spending. And when you have a record for your business, it makes you know the business performance.
Exactly.
At the end of the month, you know which month is better. You know that this month is better than the previous. It helps to guide the business.
If your business is growing or not.
Or is not growing. So it helps to check the business performance. And that will help you. And another thing business people must know. See, when things they tough, you cannot be using the same approach and expect a different result. This is not the Nigeria of 1999. Yes. So when things are getting tougher, you to come up with a tough approach to get things done. See, diversification is a must for every business. This is where the Igbo man comes in. The Igbo man will rent a shop. That one shop, he go sell jeans and polo inside.
Sneakers.
That one shop, he go sell sneakers. He go give his wife one corner.
On this.
They do women brassiere and tight. The woman say if he join POS, if he even put pure water and mineral by the side for. See, at the end of the day, you know why that man is more economical? All the cost of operation is on that 4 businesses.
Yeah.
One shop rent, one electrical bill, but 4 sources of income is in that place.
And I think that is even the major way to actually navigate this economy.
Diversify your revenue.
Please write it down.
Diversify your revenue. Yeah. Don't go and rent one big store that your profit that is coming cannot even cater for the rent.
But there's something about think big.
Think big. Think big.
Do big things.
So your businesses should be able to mash up
and
that
the shop should be big. It should be and the shop restaurant
is big. So diversify your revenue this period so that there will not be total dependence or over-reliance on a single source of income.
Thank you, Lizzie. Let's quickly go back to the comment section. Let's see what we'll have there. Pius, thank you, Mote. Say good morning to the wonderful people of Baramatu Voice TV watching you live from Yanagwa, Bayelsa State. Hi, Yanagwa, this morning. You're welcome to the Business Morning Show. Tropical Twist Fusion. Good morning, Baramatu Voice TV. Good morning to you. Tropical Twist Fusion say, what if your business doesn't have a structure yet and you're running it with personal funds? And that's why you need to set records straight. You need to have a structure. Like Lizzie earlier said, do not run your business like
a personal thing.
I don't want to use the word illiterate. Don't run the business like you have no headway.
Yes.
You have to be definite. You have to know exactly what you're doing. So set a structure in place and it will grow. Yes. So Tropical Twist is also saying this is for people that have been giving money or took business loans. So there's always a budget. I really do not understand. Can you please throw more light on what you mean by that? Joy Azebiri say hi. Okay. You have more comments there.
Yes, I have from Chinweba Benedict. Is saying good morning. Good morning to you. Okay. Tropical. I will still go back to Tropical.
Okay.
Twist. He said you can't survive a business if you use personal money to grow it and survive from that business. Okay, I think he gets the point now. You don't bring in personal arrangements into a business. That is why it's called business. It's not a personal thing. It is business. Business should be business. For those people that are saying that they cannot afford an accountant, we see when a business grows to a point, we know there are levels to this thing. We know when an accountant is supposed to come in. We are not talking about your small scale business. That's
sachet water and granules.
So that is why the entrepreneur, when you're starting small, you as the entrepreneur is also an accountant of that business.
Yes, but when
get
you
a
grow,
record, yes,
you can now get those.
So before you get an accountant, it means that your operations are now big, and you have other things you are pursuing as the business owner. So before it gets to that time, get records. No matter how educationally low a person is, you know what it means to record income, what comes into the business and what goes out. Get a record for your income, get a record for your expenses. That's what we are saying. So even a layman can come up with that. Get a record that shows what comes into the business. Get a record that shows, in accounting, it is called credit and debit. What comes into the business is credit, and what goes out of the business is debit. just get a 2-column cash book. So you have not grown to the point of operating a 3-column cash book because you are a small scale. So just get a record to record what comes. At the end of the month, you will be able to know whether you are growing or whether you are called to do that business, whether your destiny did it. That's the point.
Whether you are called
to do the business,
whether the business called you,
or you
call the business.
So there are 2 ways to this thing. Either the business called you
this morning,
or now you call the business.
You're so funny this morning. Yes, thank you so much, Lizzie. We're still on the topic navigating your business in the economic situation of the country. Yes, and very soon we'll have our calling guest joining us. And if you're just joining us on the Business Money Show, yes, this is the Business Money Show where we connect buyers to sellers. We'll give your business the needed visibility to grow, yes, and meet a wider audience. And if you would like to sponsor the Business Morning Show, please reach out to our platform. Yes, would like to partner with you. You like to sponsor, you like to support an entrepreneur, or you love what you see, please reach out to us. And you can follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, and YouTube. You can also turn on your notification button and be the first to know when we are live. Yes, the conversation this morning is getting intense. Yes. Now, still talking about what we're saying. Now, consumers are also feeling the impact of the economy. So their purchasing power has also reduced. People are becoming more careful about what they spend money on. And that's it. And that's why, when people say there is no sales, there's no sales, there is no sales, the truth is people are becoming more careful with what they are spending money on. Those who are intentional, we're talking about those who are intentional now, who already understand the economic situation now. It is now based on needs and not wants. Necessity and needs. Wants are just, let's say, crazy desires. You wish to have this, you wish to have this. Now, structure your business into that direction of, okay, you know that this is a must. People must get this particular item. Of course, that does not also mean that those who are into luxurious businesses, luxury, extreme luxury, are not also making it. Because this economic situation you're talking about is not everyone that is complaining. So there is somebody for everybody, you know what I'm saying? So just find a way, especially when you look at your location, try your best to find what works in that location. Because I'm just imagining a very ghetto area in, I wouldn't want to call any place, especially in Warri, a very ghetto area. Then you go there, you want to sell luxury perfumes of about 250,000 naira. Hello, Mr. Man.
Hello.
Who's going to buy? Are you dreaming, or are you Alice in the Wonderland? So think something that will grow within that community, within that environment. And now, with all we have been saying, if you're currently into technology, like you're currently into digital marketing, content creations and all of that. Now, people buy and pay mostly online. Now, they kind of hoard cash. People hoard cash now. They have the cash with them. When they want to buy something, they'll say, can I pay with POS or transfer? Because not everyone has the time to go to the bank or go to the ATM to actually get cash. And even when they finally get the cash from the POS agent, they still hoard it. They still prefer to transfer. Now, look towards businesses that are currently thriving regardless of the economic situation. Now, another factor affecting business today is actually exchange rates and instability. Many Nigerian business depend on imported goods or raw materials. When the exchange rate fluctuates, it directly affects the cost of doing business. We already talked about that. Now with dollar about 1,500 naira per dollar. These factors combined create a very challenging environment for entrepreneurs. But the question remains, how can business survive and remain profitable in this economic climate? So Lizzie, before we call in our guests, what do you have to add up to all of this?
Okay, we are still on how can business people navigate their way despite the economic hardship. And you made mention of transportation costs one thing I want to encourage business people, because of the high cost of transportation, can you embrace local sourcing? That product that you are into, if you can actually get it locally. Because the truth of the matter is, if you spend so much to get a product, it's not the business of the customers. Funny enough, when you go to buy some things, people will tell you that this one is this is an international product. The customers is not interested in all those your stories, all the behind the scene, what you went through. So if you can embrace local sourcing of your product so that the cost of transportation can be minimal, it will go a long way for you. It will go a long way for you, because if you spend so much on transportation costs, it will be reflected on the price of the product. Why your neighbor who does local sourcing will be selling, and you are still tying your product down because no customer can afford it because of the price. And at the end of the day, the other man is selling.
And then you say he's using juju. Your neighbor is using juju.
Because his own cost is minimal compared to you. You have gone to Dubai to buy your own. For those who are into human hairs or who are into women's stuff,
yes,
you have gone to buy those Dubai
and others have gone to China.
Some people say don't go our local Onitsha. Don't buy. You know, say these people, they know how to rebrand some of all these products.
Exactly.
You will see this gown that is in China. They say China gown. He did for Onitsha brand. So who went to Onitsha now would have sold multiple times. I've gone to the market like 3 times in a month, and I've sold.
Your luxury gown is still waiting for you
in your shop, designing your shop. The idea to buy this product is not to lock them down; it's to sell them out. So if you can embrace local sourcing for now, pending when the transportation costs comes down. We know the reason for the rising cost of transportation. It boils down to fuel. So if you can embrace local sourcing, it will go a long way. And I want to chip in this. Business people try and leverage on funding. We were talking about the Kestin Funding Empowerment last week. Grants.
Yes.
Leverage on things like that. Don't just see it and pass. No do look at pass. Leverage on opportunities like that. I know some Nigerians, business people always move with that mindset, say nothing is working in this country.
Nobody can help.
Nobody can help. But people are getting help. Imagine those people that 10 million naira touch their business. If 10 million naira rub your skin like this, you go fresh. Your business go feed the impact. So the point is leverage on this funding. When you say, I'm not saying that you should go and fall for scammers.
No. Please.
When you see this good opportunity, especially the ones that comes from the Gbaramatu Voice platform.
Yes, exactly.
Leverage on them. The Kestin Funding Empowerment is there. There are other opportunities that has been showcased from the Gbaramatu Voice Business Morning Program. We've offered support to businesses before from this. Leverage on those opportunities. And if you get those money, it will boost your business. It will go a long way for you.
Yeah, another common mistake people make is actually not really a mistake, but you know that your business is not up to that standard where you get a loan.
Yes.
And then you get a loan and you're finding it difficult to pay. Especially people who get loans for new business. You don't even understand that business yet. You're just opening it for the first time. And then you get to find out that the profit in it is not as much as how it used to be. You are already in debt. So loan should be, as a new business owner, loan should be your last option. Yes, loan, it should be your last option. You can source out for grants rather than just jumping into loan, because you end up giving yourself kind of depression, heart attack, because you will not you become so tense, desperate to meet up, pressures here and there. So work with what you have while
the grant
trying your best to get grants and what have you. I think it's time for us to call in our guest. Yes, the moment we've been waiting for is now. Yeah, but before we can call our guest, let's read some more comments. Immediately after the comment, we're bringing someone live to talk to us on the topic. navigating your business in Nigeria's economic situation. Hamed Bashir is saying, good morning, you're saying the truth. Good morning to you. Jaber Adam, good morning. Good morning to you. Jaber Adam is saying exactly, yes, obviously you're taking notes. Diversify your revenue. This is from Joel Fam. Gabriel Edokbolo is saying, good morning to you. Lekon Paris Fumpere, what kind of business can I start with 100K? All right, I think we'll ask our business coach to answer that question. I think they will give you
replied him on the comment.
Thank you, Baramatu Voice. This is from Holland, Muye. Tropical Twist Fusion. People grow business with personal money from the start. Sometimes you mostly make losses at the initial stage and it takes a while to grow. I understand your point, and I believe that is why consultants advise to take loans to start the business so you don't use it for personal need. Oh, really? So I'm referring to those who use personal funds to do the business. There is no way they will survive in that business until there is a structure yet. Okay? Are you not sure you're mixing up structure and then funding? But all right. Elekon Paris is saying, what kind of business? Okay, you have a reply already.
POS.
Yes, POS business. And POS is a very good business.
For this period.
People
don't like going to the bank. I can't remember when I went into the
Honestly,
bank.
the other day I went to do a transaction with my ATM card in the bank, and for the first time in about a year, I actually used the ATM
I can't remember
to
when
dispense cash. I felt good. I felt good.
It's been a while.
Because I'm already used to, when I go to the market now, you go to market, then you just go there, POS, 20K, how much, 50K, how much, 400, 500, you know, and then getting to pay, and then no charges, although, of course, there are still SMS charges, but compared to POS, I felt kind of bliss. But what I'm saying is that POS, you can't do away with POS.
Yes.
It is never too much in a location. POS, it is never too much. Yes. So, Gift Osima, welcome back, Business Money. Yes, the Business Money Show is back better, and it has come to stay on Baramatu Voice TV. Please, you have comments over there.
Okay, I think I have from Dennis Selekeke Mebiye. He said loan is to come in when there is a pressing necessity for it, if it will be of a positive use in upgrading the standard of the business. God bless you for that. That's how you can generate profits to pay back the loan.
When
of course, when there is need and you are taking the loan, there is already a business waiting for that loan.
Not for personal use. Not to get yourself close.
Not to solve family problem. Please. When you're taking a loan, there is already an awaiting business for that loan to be put to use.
Okay.
So that for you to repay the loan will not be an issue.
All right. So to help us understand this topic better and provide practical insight for business owners, we will be speaking with Dr. Kemini Udo CPM. He is a business coach and a certified project management professional, known for designing high-impact youth empowerment and enterprise development programs across Nigeria. Dr. Udo is the convener of the major platforms such as the Youth Arise Summit that has brought thousands of young professionals together. Good morning to you, sir.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Sir. Welcome to the Business Morning Show, live on Baramatu Voice TV.
I see you guys did an amazing job. I was wondering what I'm going to do because you guys have done amazing well. So the people that are watching, I'm going to drop some emojis or icons and tell you guys well done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much,
Let
sir.
me greet you with the Akwa Ibom dialect. Miss Siri, sir.
Is this tribalism
No,
going on right now in this studio?
when I see my elder from my place, I have to do the needful.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the Business Money. So we go straight away into business. Now, let me start with this. Many entrepreneurs today, they feel overwhelmed by the economic situation. Now, from your perspective as a business coach, what would you say are the biggest challenges businesses are currently facing, sir?
Okay, unfortunately, I'd like we're going to have to put all the bit together some time. But primarily, you said most of it. You said things like food, you said things like inflation, you said things around policy. But most of those things are beyond the control of entrepreneur. I don't hear people my voice. I don't know if it's from your end or my end. I'm struggling to put it together.
We can hear you,
We
sir.
can hear you, sir.
Okay, but it's kind of echoing in my ears, so that's fine. So, we have the issue of inflation, we have the issue of policy, we have the issue, the knowledge gap and all of that. But I want to focus on things that I think that the entrepreneur can control. Because when you talk about inflation, no entrepreneur has the power to tell us what dollar will become, right? So those are external factors. Now, when you talk about the concept of pricing, most of the time, yes, that is something the entrepreneur can control. But remember, the pricing oftentimes is a function of how much entrepreneur spends to deliver the service. So that mostly affects the customers, because that's the things we're talking about is how do you keep customers. So around the things that we can control. And the first primary challenge I would say is the knowledge. How do I make? Take for instance, whether it's worry, whether it's get, whether it's you, are saying, things are tough. There are people who are building. There are high-rising buildings. People are opening new businesses. One other CEO is buying a new car. So it means that while you are saying that your business is going through trying times, another business is possibly in its breakthrough time. So the question now becomes, what is missing? There's probably an information that you don't have access to. So it means that, yes, the inflation might be there, the policy might be challenging, the taxation might not be something that you're comfortable with, but there is someone who has access to knowledge, access to a community that gives them information that is helping them to still profit in a downsliding economy. The next challenge I think you've also spoken about is that of financial constraints. And I think in your wisdom, you also talked about the concept of financial discipline and accountability. That is why in entrepreneurship is creative work. I tell people it takes a creative to be an entrepreneur because it's your ability to wave through the ride. There's going to be moments, there's going to be moments where you have, but with a good financial plan, you know when to make adjustments. So I often tell CEOs that most times something is not. Please reduce your other phone volume. Okay, I actually don't have another phone except my team members are joining. So please, if you are my team member and you have joined this and you are in the office, please just run away from around me because I saw a feedback. So I don't know if it's from here. But I'm sure that if they are watching, they will also hear what I'm saying. Okay, so that's about that too. So guys, if you're connecting to the call, I heard there's an echo, so please shift or let's see if it's going to be better. Let's do it from our end. I don't know if is it better, guys? Is it better?
Loud and clear, sir.
It's better now?
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. So we've spoken about the knowledge gap. We've spoken about managing finances. For me, I'd also like to say that capacity is another. Most of the people that tell you I am struggling, if you check very well, most of them have refused to build capacity to leverage on the opportunities of recent times. Take, for example, what artificial intelligence is doing. You can't be doing business and you're still operating the way you were in 1990. As a matter of fact, there are businesses right now who don't have an office space, who don't have staff. It's like a one-man business. They've leveraged artificial intelligence. They've leveraged agents. There are some things we call agents. You build them with AI. For example, most of the calls that you receive right now are not made by humans. They are made by machines. You see a number calling, hey, we just wanted to let you know that you can take a loan with our company. Nobody called you. It's an automated call bot. So if you're an entrepreneur in a time like this, you want to also increase your capacity. You want to do things that can help you to navigate this time. You want to be able to leverage the digital space, leverage artificial intelligence, leverage every other thing that you can to give you an advantage. And I beg to see that whether you are struggling in business in Nigeria, sometimes it's because you are still looking at the Nigerian market alone. But unknown to you, you can stay in your office. For example, I am in my office. I'm connecting to a call Baramatu Voice via technology. That means you can also stay in Warri, you can stay in New Delhi, you can stay in Genagua, you can stay in Abom, wherever you are joining from, and do business with people in the UK. I have a friend who is into food production and exportation, for example. She is in the creeks of Bayelsa. But people buy her products from Canada, from Europe, from different parts of the world. So while you are crying about, oh, things are not moving in Bayelsa, she doesn't understand what you are saying because she's being paid in hard currency. While you are crying that dollar is going up, she is excited that dollar is going up because she's going to make more money because she earns in dollars, she earns in pounds, she earns in euro. So my submission is, what I'm saying is a challenge could just be that you have refused to build. Yes, there is also the place of funding gaps, but I'll tell you, people prefer to give funding to a business that they are already seeing traction. They already see that you are making 100,000, you're already making 200,000. So if I support you with 5 million, you can be able to acquire more raw materials, you can be able to buy more machines to be able to produce more and serve more customers. But if you are sitting back and saying, I am not starting, I am not doing because I don't have funding, I bet you, brother, you might just be sitting in the next couple of years. So my challenge would be, look at how you can speak to people who are close to you, your friends, family members, close associates. Gather anything you can. Preferably, don't start with a loan. Start with goodwill. Start with free will donations. Go out and say, oh, I have idea to start this plantain chips business. I have idea to start this business. I have idea to start this POS business. Can you just dash me money? That money would have given me on my birthday. Please dash me. If you meet 20 persons and 20 persons give you 5,000 each, you just raised 100,000. The challenge sometimes is you're looking for one person to give you 1 million, but you forget that 1 million can be 20,000 from 50 persons. 1 million can be 50,000 from 20 persons. 1 million can be 5,000 from about 200 persons. So sometimes when you have the idea to raise big amount of money, you want to think of how to break this money into smaller units. That way it is easier to raise. Sometimes your other challenge is you are too proud. Sometimes as entrepreneurs, you are proud and poor. Because CEO, I am the Ojogo, I am the boss. That is a error. And I don't blame you. You met a motivational speaker that told you, sack your boss. So instead of serving to grow, you stopped going to work because you thought that entrepreneur is a call to become a boss, to not take instructions from anybody. Don't know that CEOship is a call to be an official houseboy in suit. Forget this thing I'm wearing. I love suits. I'm a jolly good fellow. But there are good days I wear my joggers, hang my cross back, and enter bush. And ask, oh God, what can I do for you? There are days I enter our food business and wash plates. There are days I enter the bush and say, we want to inspect lands. I'm into real estate. I'm into food business. I'm into project management. The days I have a project, I cannot be organizing an event and I'm sitting down. I'm the one asking, sir, are you comfortable when you're sitting? Do you care for water? Should I call the oil? You understand that running a business is the house boy. CEOs and entrepreneurs don't have a close. You start a business thinking, no, I can go to work anytime. I can. That is why you are struggling. So I challenge you this morning that if you have challenges, maybe it's actually a call for you to put in more work, prayerfully, strategically, find the right mentors. You know, I see I have 2 minutes to 9 o'clock, so I'm trying to crash it. Find the right mentors. Maybe you don't have a mentor, that's your talent. You're doing everything alone. But you forget that in my tradition, it is said that one that sits on the floor to see, you might climb a tree, you might climb the highest mountain, and you might not be able to see. That is why in my business journey, one of the prayers I pray is, God, give me the grace to stay humble. Give me the grace to stay teachable, because you cannot build capacity if you're not teachable. And I tell you, knowledge and capacity is the function of the school you attended. I don't care about your degree. A man that has not gone to school can teach you the principles of business. A man that has results can teach you the principles of business. Have you noticed that most of the people that speak plenty English are very poor? So that is why I beg to say with all humility, if wealth was a function of knowledge, prophets would have been the richest men on earth. I'll say that again. If wealth was a function of plenty English, if business success was a function of business plan, I hope you know that the best plan is not a guarantee of the best or successful business. I've seen people with powerful business plans, powerless businesses. I've seen people with both beautiful business plans with ugly looking offices. So it's not about how good you can write a business plan. Sometimes you just need a man that has succeeded, that does not know how to speak English, that does not know how to dress very well, to say, son, let me hold your hands and show you how to do it. Let me hold your hands and show you how to do it. So sometimes it's the mentorship. Because a good mentor who has succeeded in business before, who has known how to raise funding, will help you to cure your funding challenge. Will tell you, son, if you do like this, if you do like this, if you structure your business like this, if you recruit this kind of persons, you're going to succeed. The next challenge you have is that you recruited the wrong people. No matter how beautiful your dream is, if you have the wrong team, if you have a crippled team, they will cripple your dream. That's something you want to write down. A crippled team will cripple your dream. A powerful team will add power, give velocity to your dream. So while you have a good dream, you must be very intentional in the quality of team that you build. That's why whenever I meet people, I say, see, training your team is an investment. Somebody called me and said, I want to train my team. And I sent them a budget of about 6 million naira. They're like, 6 million for what? Do you want me to buy land? I say, Oga, if your dream is valuable, you will know that training is an investment. It's not a business expense. I pay money to enter rooms for mentorship. In January, with all humility, as a company, my company, you know, they sponsored for a training back. His name is Emmanuel. They call him the commerce coach. I sat for 10 days in Lagos. I went from motel to everything. And it looked like a stupid thing. But let me tell you something. When you see a man that has gone into debt for over 8 billion in business and came out strong, paid off everybody, and is still standing, you need to key into that thing. You need to key into it. And I want to say this to entrepreneurs. Please, you must open up yourself to collaboration. Especially if you're in Niger Delta, please cure the pull down syndrome. The downfall of another business is not your rising. Don't allow another person's rising to threaten you. This might not be my direction this morning, but I'll tell you something. There are principles that govern life. Whether you are in business, whether you are in career, if you cause the downfall of another business, I give you time, you're going to fail. So sometimes your struggle is not because you're not doing the right thing. Your struggle is because sometimes are down along the line. You are sown in very good seed. And karma is not a respecter of persons. A friend of mine called me and said, son, I want to help you go and do an NDDC. I was done with the training. The guy said, guy, you did so well. I wanted to come back and train. I said, no, you have to call the person that sent me. They said, can we have your number? I said, you have to call him. If he tells me to give you the number,
Okay.
I want to know that I did not come to my company. Someone recommended me, and it is against my ethics to come and relate. So every discussion should come from the person. The guy looked at me and said, man, we have met people, but this is different. Do you know what happened? Before I got back to I came in from a different city to Port Harcourt. The guy called me and said, guy, God will bless you. You know what? I have another deal for you. So I'm saying this. Sometimes, as an entrepreneur, you close the doors for leave God left you. You went to do I am better. And now you are coming back to say I am struggling. So while hard work is good, while building is good, you must build character. Capacity not attract opportunity. Character is going to keep opportunity. I want to end with this because of time. While competence is good, while character is good, while knowing what taxation says, while knowing what the policies say, what government needs are good, you must build character, you must be true, you must not grow beyond your master. If someone showed you the way to the business, and every respect that person. If someone opens up a door, let's say, for example, my speakers that are doing very well today, maybe somewhere down the line, the boss of Baramatu says, you guys have served. I want to help you to open your own TV station. You should not now begin to see yourself as a competition. You are in fish business, you are in food business. Someone opens you up. That person, even if you begin to make more money, you must always remember the place of honor. The good book says, honor thy father and thy mother. Your days may be long. This is not a respecter of religion. Whether you are Muslim, these principles are bound. Do not ever think that you now know more than the person that showed you the way. But you must understand that if that person is growing old, there are things the person cannot do anymore. If the person is smart, the person will know the time has come to begin to transfer what I know to people. The question will be, can you be trusted to be the person? And the person trusts that if the person opens platforms to you, you won't come tomorrow and fight the person and want the person to go down. If you put these things together, no economy, no crisis, no inflation can affect you because the principles of life and destiny will stand for you. How do I know? I've seen people that have done everything in life, yet they failed. But there are people that they are not doing the best. So I hope that I shared some great insights, and I'd like to join the company here so that I don't overuse the platform that they gave me. Thank you so much once again, Baramatu, the leadership of Baramatu Voice, for the privilege. Thank you to my friend that recommended me. I don't take this for granted. And at least I want to say, as you are listening to this, don't just hear these things. Go back and practice it. It is not the hearing that changes you. It's the implementation. Thank you.
All right, Dr. Kemine, before you go, I must really commend you. Thank you so much. You've been able to diversify the whole of this topic. Yes, indeed, you are a business coach because you were able to touch about 5 questions once, and I'm really grateful. But before you go, what is your final words to young entrepreneurs in few lines? Because I know you're already running out of time.
Oh, All right. My first would be remain a student of life. Remain a student of life. You can never do enough. Keep learning. Learn about artificial intelligence. Learn about government policies. Understand taxation. Don't joke with your finances. Be accountable. Keep your books because you cannot grow what you cannot track. And lastly, be a responsible CEO. Be a responsible entrepreneur. Be involved in community building. Hey, if you don't have your voters card, go and get it. When you are crying about policies and all, the only way to make your voice is to get your PVC and get to vote. When leaders begin to know that if they don't set the right policies for entrepreneurs, that entrepreneurs can mobilize their staff to vote them out or vote them in, they will set the right policies for us. So, for example, myself, via the Nigerian Young Professionals Forum, where I am state coordinator in my state, we're about to drive a PV sensitization. So you can do that in your state. Get your staff, your friends, go get your PVC. We're not saying for anybody, just have it so that you can vote for whoever you like. Don't sit on the fence. Be involved in community building. Be involved in deciding who becomes the leader and who does not become the leader. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
So much.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Someone
much.
asked a question. Could you please quickly ask guest this morning? Okay. Someone asked a question in the comment section that what can you start with 100,000? Do you mind answering the person?
All right. So I heard someone talk about POS earlier, but the smartest thing to start, I would say, is drop shipping. Now, stay with me. Drop shipping here, I'm not saying importing and selling. There's a lady I know that Baramatu has interviewed, for example, before, who sells plantain chips. You can go to her and say, you know what, I want to partner with you. I want to partner with you. So you give me plantain chips, I make my markup, I sell, I keep the markup and return to you. So let's say you use 50,000 to start up and say, just to float and serious, take 50,000. That market aggressive. So it goes for anything. You can start related to that money. Just go and look for a realtor that is doing well in your community and say, you know what? I want to work with you. Give me lands and properties to market. So to show you I'm serious, I'm going to be coming to the work, going with you for inspections. Whatever land you see, putting that money in marketing aggressively. If you put in 20,000 naira in paid ads, put it into the flyers, I bet you if you get one client to buy land and the land is 10 million, 10% of 10 million is 1 million. Guess what? You don't have a real estate company. You just partner with someone, get what they have, sell, make a markup. So it's on your environment as well. You want to also do what you know that people need. You can start your business.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Hello. Are you still with us? All right. Thank you so much to Dr. Ekemini Udo, CPM. He is a business coach and a certified project management professional known for designing high-impact youth empowerment and enterprise development programs across Nigeria. And he is the convener of the major platforms such as the Youth Arise Summit that has brought thousands of youth together. And he has been able to do justice to the topic. I think there is nothing left to say. Lizzie, what do you think?
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the Business Money Show. We hope to have you again.
So basically, in fact, I've learned a lot from our business coach this morning, Dr. Ekemini Udo. He has said it all, but there is one word, one statement he made. He said a call to being a boss or a CEO is not a call to be proud, but a call to serve. And something you need to understand, instead of waiting for life to happen to you, learn from other people's experience.
And make life happen.
And make life happen. Learn from other people. So instead of you struggling in that business, look for someone who is already succeeding. Life is easy when people show you the way. Because it might take you years to know the way.
Get there.
Yes, it might take you forever to get there. Unlike you following someone who is already there. It's just the person will just take you by the hand. So that's what I got this morning. That instead of struggling with some things, look for someone, collaborate
already.
Look for someone who is already doing well,
and be loyal,
and
not to overtake.
Yes, he said don't overtake. Don't do better, or don't try to oppress your boss. Someone has shown you the way. Don't feel you are better off than the person. Give honor to whom honor is due. Thank you so much, sir, for this explicit discussion this morning.
Yes, thank you so much too. I've also learned a whole lot, and I believe that our audience too has been able to write down 1 or 2 tips. So if you know you learned anything from what Dr. Ekemini said, please do well to drop it in the comment section to be sure you are taking notes. Okay, so let's go back to the comment section to read more comments. Freedom Titus Anthony saying, good morning, everyone. My name is Freedom Titus Larubi Anthony from Taraba State. It's so fantastic business. Good morning to you. Oh, wow, good morning to you. How is Taraba State this beautiful morning? Yes, you have more comments.
Yes,
there.
I think I have for Marco Michael saying, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Michael. We hope that you were following the discussion. I have Jabi Adam said, good morning from Kaduna State. How is Kaduna this morning? Hope you were following likewise. I have Joseph Opubo is saying good morning. Good morning.
Yes, and we'll be rounding up the Business Morning Show shortly. But if you're yet to drop your comment, please do well to do so. Would like to, you want to advertise your business, you want to tell a larger audience what you do, please drop it in the comment section. We'll be rounding up the Business Morning Show. Now, back to the topic, navigating your business in Nigeria's economic situation. Dr. Ekemini has said a whole lot. In fact, he has said everything. He touched every angle. Now, can you tell us how we can actually, how can these young business owners actually leverage on customers, and how can they maintain their customer base?
I think I will stress on some of the things that we said that he also lay emphasis on.
Okay.
We started this morning by talking about financial discipline, which he also said, talked about. You cannot do business if you are not a disciplined person. You have to be disciplined. It's business. Business is for the serious-minded. So the day you make up your mind to do business, know that you are into something serious. So you have to be disciplined. Then he also said building capacity. One thing about people just expect magic to happen. Overnight. If you are doing a business, the business environment is a dynamic environment. It's not a static environment. Be ready to adjust. Some people have been doing business with the same approach. Even that line of business, a lot has happened. New idea has come up. New trends have come up. They are not willing to learn new things.
Not ready to upgrade.
Not ready to upgrade. Okay, let's talk about the makeup business. There is a lot of upgrade when it comes to makeup. You are still doing a 1995 eyebrow. For drawing a 1995 eyebrow for someone.
Are you complaining that
there's
no patronage?
There's no patronage. Every business has its own upgrade, has its own form of training. So be open to advancement. Be open to growth. You cannot be using the same approach and be expecting the same result or a different result when you are still on the same old ways. Ancient of days, you don't want to change. God is the only ancient of days
you are.
You don't want to change your ways. So he talks about actually building capacity. He emphasized on artificial intelligence. People are not doing a whole lot.
AI can do a whole lot.
So don't be doing things manually and expect things to change.
Automatic
results. You have to grow. You have to grow. So among the many things he said, lastly, I would like to talk about embracing goodwill, grants. We're talking about grants. Don't do business by focusing on loan. No. A business that should be calling for loan is a business that is already I said when you are asking for loan, the loan should have a business that is already waiting.
You're already
for
sure of the
profit before you go for loan. So he was talking about goodwill donations, grants, leverage on those things.
But for goodwill donations, I think I have a little reservations there because that's where people become so entitled.
So your business.
You see people who, okay, you want to open a business. Someone met my husband some time ago that he wants to open a boutique, a world-class standard boutique, and he actually explained everything. He wants AC. He wants, in fact, customers. He wants to also employ customer service representative.
Wow.
He wants a
good
whole
business plan.
So my husband said, "Wow, amazing, good business plan. So, what's your capital? What do you have at hand, sir?" That's the thing. That's why I'm meeting you.
Nothing at all.
There is nothing.
But did you hear when the coach said that people will be willing to offer help when they see the business running?
They see something already on ground.
Substantial is already on ground.
You come, you want to start a world-class business. So what happens to growth? What happens to growing
the business
from small to big? Why are you so focused on getting it already made? Even Dangote didn't get it already made. He started from something and then gradually he diversified into other things. It's not magic.
People should be able to see your process.
Yes, people should see your process. Yes. It's not automatic. So for you to now come say, so while we talk about people can support you, it is not an avenue for entitlement to extort people. While you fold your hands, you just want it already made. You're already looking at the mindset of being a boss because you don't even want to do the job. You want to employ a customer service representative when you don't even have a dime yet. I think
that's where the CEO thing comes in. Yes. It makes some people power drunk.
Exactly.
That's why the coach said it is not a call to be a boss. It's a call to serve because he used himself as a case study that he goes to the field.
Real estate, he goes to the bushes farms and all of that.
Serves. So it's not a call to be an oga pata.
So for people who actually now you don't want to consider loans and yet you're not getting support, you can also render services. To get capital for that,
or collaborate with
business.
Already an existing business.
Collaborate with an already existing business. But there are also services. There are other things you can do. If you take away shame, trust me, you won't lack what is needed for you to grow your business. If you take away shame. Yes. So look into rendering services free of charge that you don't even have any. You don't need to use money as a capital to start up. From that way, you can now get enough to start up that desired business of your choice.
Nice. So it's been an interesting time.
Yes.
So the economic situation of Nigeria is not an excuse.
No excuse.
There's no excuse. It has to do with discipline. Discipline yourself, discipline your business, keep the records straight. He was talking about records. So we heard the coach talking about records. There have to be records for your business. They have to be a record. We are not telling you to start with a comprehensive recording system, but there must be something on ground to check the business performance, what comes into the business and what goes out of the business. And I believe that if you put all of this to work, your business will not struggle.
Also, you should be responsible. Yes, he mentioned that to be responsible in your business. So before we wrap up the Business Money Show final, let's take some comments before we round up, before we go today. Do you have more comments?
Yes, I have this from Gift Osimenon saying, "Wow, this is nice and power." Thank you, Gift, for joining us. We hope that you have taken a good notes from this discussion this morning.
Okay, is that all you have there?
Yes.
All right. That will be all for us this morning. It brings us to the end of today's edition of the Business Morning on Baramatu Voice TV. But before we go, Just to remind you that you can be a partner. If you want to be a partner, you want to sponsor the Business Morning Show, you want to partner with young entrepreneurs, Baramatu Voice TV is the platform for you. Do well to reach out to our platforms, yes, to get that collaborations and partnership. Now, we do hope today's discussion has provided useful insights to help you navigate your business in today's economic climate. Now, join us same time on Friday for the Business Morning Show. I am Agogo Ineko.
I'm Lizzie Edopolo. Thank you for watching.